the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans
and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Las Vegas. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the second time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Carr now to throw.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. On play action, now Carr. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Carr to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, his throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. They run with a rookie from Florida, Damien Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On third down, here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mills to throw it.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to first down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Play fake, Mills.
On the move to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The 2nd down run for Burkhead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. A first carry for Amir Abdullah. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Desmond King back deep. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in the program. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A first down throw for Mills.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Looking to throw is Mills. Open man there is Collins, complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Mills.
And that will be incomplete.
Because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Now Carr pushes him over. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Darren Waller's one of the top tight ends in the NFL, and when he's healthy, he's always on pace for a 1,000-yard season. Easy play right there for him to move the chains.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Abdullah. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Carr. He completes it to Abdullah.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Here's Carr to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. To throw, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now, Carr again.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
He's at the 50. The 30. 10.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
To throw, Mills.
Touchdown! Chris Moore from 6 yards away.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good to make it 17-7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
From the 27, Carr.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here's Mills.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Balone Nichols in there to take him down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Mills now.
And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
The final shot here before half for Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Houston. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mills. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore.
Holding offense.
Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one.
Second down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Throwing, Mills.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pierce now up the middle. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
He gets it to Cooks.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Mills toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal will be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mills to throw it.
Being chased out left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Pierce is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mills to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 3rd and goal, Mills toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points will be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Card out a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looking deep for Adams. It's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Off the play fake, Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Mills going to throw for it.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I think we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there. Their two-point try fails. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. Here's King. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It's complete. Abdullah. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And able to get this to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Forced out to his left. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now Mills. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action maybe.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Damien Pierce.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Carr completes it, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So we're 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches.
On play action, now Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. Had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They stopped the whole thing.
And Johnson works his way in. Touchdown, Raiders. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
And they'll run with Pierce. He's got it to the 43 here.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 15. A minute 37 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Here's Carr.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Carr.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
Connecting with Renfro.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy is that?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Texans, and it was thanks in large portion to the play of their starting quarterback, Charles. That's Davis Mills.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.